push me, get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, kind of steer me on track almost. Hi, I'm Ross, 22 years old. I'm currently working in Saudi Arabia for a company called AEI as a market entry consultant, where we're assisting companies from the UK. First job was at 16, just working basic bar job. Then I had a little HR admin job, which was kind of like my first experience on, what a company does, behind the scenes. And then straight to university, a year out first, then university. And now I'm here. We help companies, primarily from the UK, come over to the Saudi market for the first time. We're effectively the first point of contact. And I'm currently studying business management and marketing at university, and I'll be heading back in September. Effective leadership, I think it's different for everyone. And I think what makes a really effective leader is knowing how to react, deal with different people. Some people respond well to that, you get this job done, that's it. And some people, need a bit more hand-holding. So I think an effective leader is someone who can find the balance. But then the issue comes is when you try to do that on a bigger scale. So yeah, maybe a bit of a cop-out of an answer, but finding the balance between what works for someone who needs to be told what to do and what works for someone that can get on and do stuff on their own accord. I think, from 16, I had no experience. First job is okay money, it's like £8 an hour. And in that sort of situation, I looked to a leader and I needed to be told what to do. I needed to say, it was a bar job, and it's like, wash those glasses, otherwise I'll just, mess about on my phone or whatever. Through university, I got a bit different. I was kind of reaching a more autonomous stage, and I think that aligned with uni. Saying your deadlines are here, here, and here. Manage your own time. You got a site schedule to adhere to, in the sense that you got to make this 9 a.m. or you got a 2 p.m. seminar or whatever. But now it's kind of gone back to the start. Being in effectively my first professional job, where this could effectively determine where my career goes after. I need more of that hand-holding that I had when I was 16 to kind of push me, get out of my comfort zone. Kind of steer me on track almost. Yeah, so I think naturally you clash with people. A good leader will clash with someone but still be able to get something out of them. As a bar staff, you do have some shifts where you're thinking, oh, it's so-and-so taking the supervisor role today. Without trying to sound horrible, there comes a massive issue, kind of like a power trip, where you've given someone a title and they think they're, the dog's bollocks type thing. Yeah, they're just not. They are in their small little world. Then you take them out of their bar and, they're just not a very nice person. I think it's not a regret, and it's not quite a mistake, but something I did struggle with was going from school. I took a year out, so that transition from the year out to go back into, like the education system, that was a bit of a challenge. So my first year of uni, I finished with a 2-2. That was pretty awful, but I pulled my finger out in second year, got a few firsts, a few 2-2s, but levelled out with a 2-1. So that was quite a challenge, and it wasn't towards the latter part of my studies that I was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of money that I'm putting on here. I need to do a good job. And funnily enough, it was actually during lockdown, so the second half of my second year came March last year, just as everything kind of shut off, everything went online, and I pulled out 3 firsts during that. So, maybe it's the environment I put myself in at uni. I'm quite easily persuaded, especially when Wetherspoon's got like Guinness for £3.10. Yeah, one of the biggest bits of advice I would give to someone my age, and it sounds like the old cliche that your parents tell you and your teachers tell you, but network, it's again a cliche, the age-old truth that it's not what you know, it's who you know at the moment. Especially coming out of a pandemic where jobs are short, grad jobs are being cut. Half my mates on placements at the moment in the UK, they've been furloughed. And what I've noticed is if you do network and you do capitalise on who your mum knows or who your dad knows, and if you're not in that position, if ask your teacher to put you in touch with someone, then 9 times out of 10 they're all over it. They're so keen to help you. These are professional people that have been working to be where they are for like the last 30 years. They won't have that much longer in the working environment left, so there needs to be a natural succession, and people like to brain dump. And yeah, that's definitely where I've benefited. Yeah, so one of the things that I'll take away from Saudi Arabia is being immersed in such a culturally rich place. On a day-to-day basis, I'm working with people from all over the world, which is pretty unique. I know, especially during a pandemic, people aren't getting to travel as much. So in the UK, you're working with a lot of Brits, but here you're working with everyone. So that's something that's going to set me up, put me in good stead for the future, I think, especially when I come to work with new people.